Hello, my viewers. Good afternoon. Today, we want to talk about the effect of Mandamano, which is taking place in Kenya all the time. And actually, we want to make people to understand the effect and the consequences whereby what's going on does not benefit anyone at all, neither the ruling party or the opposition. So I want to take you meticulously so that you understand the effect and how people are going to suffer in long range, so that we can put our country stable, because our country is just like an organization, and the way they manage their affairs is really very important for its people, so that they can thrive into the economically and be able to pay the tax so that the government can operate successfully. So welcome, my name is Constantine from Safety for You Limited, and I want to proceed with the safety, and I want to go to the word health. Health in safety is just the protection of the bodies and the mind of the people from the illness resulting from the material, process, and the procedures used at their respective place of work. So the process and the procedures. So in this case, government is just like an organization, and whatever they do, they must ensure that actually they protect the mind of the people, and their process also must be in order, so that actually people should not suffer the consequences of the work as they try to do their daily activities, because that one is part of the occupational. And also, welfare is also the provision of the facilities to maintain the health and well-being of the individuals at the place of work, which is very, very important. And also, welfare facilities include the washing and the sanitations, arrangements, and the provisions of the drinking waters, heating, lighting, and all those things. So actually, if you deny somebody a water or deny somebody a light, actually, you are infringing his welfare, and it can be put into the violation of the health of someone else. So actually, as a government, they must ensure that people have all those sanitations, all the requirements, so that they stay healthy. And also, to understand the hazard or the risk is just the hazard is the potential for the substance activities and the process that can cause harm. So as an organization, being a government, you must ensure that the first things are priority, because you are elected by the people. The main aim to be there is to serve the people. So in Kenya, we have a financial bill 2023, and actually it's a controversial bill, which actually opposition are opposing it, and also a good number of people are opposing it, and people in the government, they are saying that actually it does not have effect. Okay, in safety is that anything goes in public and display the country into a negative way, actually it does affect the country, because any investor who was thinking to come in the country, he cannot come because the country is chaotic. And as we know, as we've been working internationally, whenever the country is at tension, we actually put what we call a manifest, and people should stay with their passport ready. And honestly, if the Mandamano continues, all the foreign countries will put their citizens on alert, so that they can be flown out anytime. So it means there's no peace in the country. And this is actually, it's really, really damaging the country, and it's not good for anyone at all. So let us go to the causation of all these things. How did this issue of Mandamano comes in? Because election was just done almost 10 months ago. Okay, that's now where we go again to organization, because as an organization, you are the leaders, and as a leader, you must ensure that actually nobody suffers the consequence of the leadership, whichever is good or not. Okay, they have increased the fuel by 100%. Increasing the fuel by 100% means that everything will have to go up, because it depends on the transport to be brought in the shop or the supermarket. So that one is going to affect everyone. So how are the people doing economically in the country? Because we know the country which actually have a high tax, and actually people are surviving. So in Kenya, hiking a fuel and life expectation, the commodity going up, it means that it's going to affect so many people will have to go hungry. So as they go hungry, actually they are being denied the health, because they will be under frustrated. For instance, a small kid not eating actually that will affect his health, and actually he keep on crying, and the parent will be really concerned about all those issues, and actually it's not good for any nation at all. So as a leader, you must be considerate. Well, development is really very good, but development must be aligned to the resources you get. You cannot go on pushing for development when people does not have money, because you can only give what you have. Okay, is this money being this tax being received from the fuel, can it be got from somewhere else? According to my view, the answer is yes, where the country is corrupt. So a lot of resources goes to corruption. And then the money that goes to the corruption, if it's prevented, it can be used wisely, and actually it can increase the government coffers where that can get more taxes from it. That's one. Another thing is that to bring efficiency in the government offices, if people can work very hard, they clear the businesses, people are doing the businesses into enabling environment, that one also will increase the production. And if we have increased production, people will be willing to pay tax because they're doing business and they're making profit. So those are the areas where the money can go. So to me, is that it's not correct to keep on pushing people to pay tax. In real sense, situation is not working, because you can only give what you have. You cannot give what you do not have. So actually, it is a responsibility of the organizations, which actually is the administration, the government agencies, to ensure that actually they bring efficiencies, people do their businesses so that they collect more taxes. Because taxes is very important, and no one has refused to pay taxes. It's only that the life is not increasing. And we are not talking this one because we do not have experience. Our organization started last year, September, and 10 months down the line, it has not got all the papers. What does it mean? All the money we are spending, we cannot do any business, and it's going to the waste. It's millions of shillings which is going to the waste. So actually, if the resources is wasted, then development will be low. And then if the resources is used wisely, the development will be high. So this one can be increased, and actually all the government agencies, people should understand what we call health, so that they can ensure that they do their work according to the laws to support the production, because without supporting production, it won't help us much. You know, the culture of I and the rest can die attitude, it really hurts a lot, because provided you are getting or you have given powers, does not mean that actually now you step to the head of the people and you do not support people. I think, to my view, is that leadership is supporting people and supporting production and supporting everyone else, so that people stay at peace of mind, and actually the country will grow. Because country to grow, it needs a shared values whereby everybody participates, government is doing their parts, and also people are doing their parts to pay the taxes, and they are being supported to do a business into enabling environment. For sure, development is very good, because we have small children who have to emulate a good ethics, so that actually they can be a good citizen, and we can have a generation which respect human values, and actually the country can grow, so that we can reach wherever we want. Because without effort and shared values, we are likely to keep on fighting up and down, and by the end of the day, we ruin everything, and it doesn't benefit anyone else. So leaders, you have the responsibility, and opposition also, you have to advise. And I was forgetting about the churches. The churches have the responsibility, which actually supports the neutral, and they're supposed to come in and actually try to arbitrate all this, the government and opposition, so that our country can move on. Churches sitting aside and just watching from aside is actually ignorant of the highest order, and actually God is love, and who has no love does not have God. So as a church, they have a responsibility to call all the leaders, unite them, so that we can move forward, because we have children who have to get to develop a good culture, so that our country can move forward like any other country. Because it will be a very big shame to be left behind as the people develop, and with us we keep on fighting. And the biggest enemy of this country are the leadership, because they are unable to unite the people, and actually this one hurts a lot. And actually as a Republic of Kenya, we have to move forward so that we develop our country. Thank you very much for listening to me. As a Kenyans, let us think positive. Let us rebuke bad things so that we keep online and actually we develop our country, because our nation is a very good nation which we are given by God, and actually we should not disgrace God, because everything happens because of God, and as a human we can ruin everything, and actually we do not explore our potential, and actually the will of God will not be done on the world. Thank you very much for listening to me. I am Constantine Okel. If you have not Constantine Ofonya, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so that whenever we present new video, you'll be the first one to watch, and as we learn together, so that you learn our culture, so that we develop our country together. Thank you very much, and have a blessed afternoon.